Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have my new releases for December kit. Honestly, it took me so long to find the perfect essence to what Christmas means to me this year, so it did take me a little bit longer, so much that I even scrapped an entire setup just because I wasn't happy with it, and I kind of showed a sneak peek on it on Instagram. So if you don't follow me there, go ahead and follow me at erikalifevlogs.com. Well, at erikalifevlog on Instagram. I usually just chat with you guys there about everything and anything. So anywho, let's get right into the new releases because I'm so excited for them. I'm finally happy with how they turned out, and let's get right into it. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and show you is how the calendar will look. I feel like the calendar is basically the main attraction to my kits. I feel like that is what usually puts me into the mood of creating kits. That is basically how I take the entire theme and colors to create all of the pieces to the budget kit. So here is how the December kit will look like. I will show you the washies later, but this is how the calendar looks like. I finally found something that I enjoyed, something that would be Christmassy enough. And let me go ahead and zoom you guys in. I feel like it's Christmassy enough. It has the decoration, it has the red, it has some of the greens, some of the warm tones, and I just freaking love it. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but this month I actually changed the font up here on the December just because I felt like the font that I use usually was not working with it, so I just changed it for that. But I feel like that really makes it like nice and delicate. It just gives it an extra touch, and I freaking love it. Now, of course, with the calendars, I always have bill dues and expense trackers, and today is no exception. So for the bill trackers, I kind of just pulled all the colors from these puppies right here. So let me go ahead and zoom you guys in really quickly. So I pulled some of those colors right out and put them into bill due stickers. So this is how the bill due stickers for December will look like. They're very warm tone, but you have the greens, you have the reds, and you have some soft pastels here with some strong bold colors as well. So you kind of get both of bolds and brights and pastels and neutrals. So I really enjoy how that looks like that. And then of course, with every monthly setup, I always have expense trackers. I love my expense trackers. So I did go ahead and pull some of those colors as well. So right here we have like this nice gold tone. Then we have this nice orangey, which is part of the ornaments, and then we have like this muted down red right here. Is kind of pulling mauve on camera, but it has a red tone to it, and then of course a green, because what kind of December is it without the green, the foliage and everything. So this just reminds me of like Christmas in entirety right here. So this is how the December monthly calendar will look like. I will have this in a bundle like that. You will get a bundle right here, and I'll have that available, and I will be selling everything at la carte as well. So this is how the monthly will look like. I love the colors, I love the warm tones, and I love how there's still green and red in here, so it kind of makes it still festivity for me. So yeah, that is how the calendar will look like. I will show you how that looks in the planner. And let me grab the next part of the kit, which are usually the functional add-ons. Now, the functional add-ons are usually all the colors that you guys saw on the calendar just put into individual sticker sheets. Now, I will say though, when you go on the website and you see a photo of all of these do not come in a bundle. These are all sold individually, because I get a lot of questions after items have been shipped of why everything was not included. Photos are just for reference, and everything is sold individually unless it's stated as bundle, okay? So anyway, let's get right into it. So of course, this is the weekly check-in. I wanted it to look like, I don't know, like a Christmas like lanyard going down. So I have the reds, the greens, and then we have some of like the pastels that are in the kit, and then it goes slightly into a ombre going down. Now these two colors look similar, but I promise they are different. You just can't see it in person on camera, but they are different. Then we have the sinking funds. like I always say, sinking funds to me are green. They mean money, they mean savings, so I always have that in green. We do have a savings tracker, which is more of a neutral palette right there. This one, I love it because it goes with the weekly check-in. It's just some of the colors I can pull out that doesn't just, is all about red and green. It has, you know, a different tone to it. We have my debt tracker right here. Debt to me is red. It means it's bad. So I always try to tend to make these kind of reddish. And this one I kind of toned down the red. I didn't go for straight up like dark wine. I went for a little like a lighter mauve red there. So let me go ahead and move these out of the way. And then the last one I have is a transaction log. I use these to track like any transactions that I might have for my debit card, or like any transactions that I might have for my cash envelope. So here's the transaction log. We have the weekly check-in right there. We have the sinking funds, savings tracker, and the debt tracker. And I'll have all close-up photos of how they look like on my shop, erikalifevlogs.com. All right, now that we're done with the functional add-ons, let's go ahead and move on to the paycheck or monthly budget sheets. Now, these are individual sheets as well that I sell, and you can just grab whichever one you want, if you need for just monthly, if you need for every paycheck, or if you have variable income. So that's what I have. Now, for these, I try to make sure that I kept them very Christmassy themed, so this is what you're gonna see. So basically I went with red, green, and a slight white grayish to it. These are two different tone colors. You won't be able to tell so much, but they are two different tones, so it can bring like that silver kind of aspect to it. So let me go ahead and zoom you guys in so you guys can see how that looks. So of course, we have the December budget. So in case you're just a monthly budgeter, you can just grab this sheet. Then we have the paycheck budget. So if you're like bi-weekly, bi-monthly, or if you have like 5 paychecks in a month, you can grab one of each for it to be on your own kind of income-based schedule. And then of course I do have a variable one, so in case you have some variable income, you can just have that and all it will say is variable. So these are my paycheck income budget sheets. You can buy these all individually to make it how you need it for your income. So there you go. I really love that. I feel like this makes me think of a tree. It just makes me think of Christmas. So there you go. This is how those look. Now, I'm going to show you how the washi looks like. The washi was kind of hard for me to stick with. I changed my mind like 3 times on this. It was so difficult, but I finally just came up with what I like. And this time I'm only offering 2 options on washi. I'd like to offer 3, but this month I just could not decide how those would pair up nicely. So here we go. The first one is called December Trees. Let me go ahead and zoom you guys in so you can really see that. So right here you have trees and presents, and it has neutral palettes, and it has those bold palettes all together. But I feel like it's Christmassy enough, but it's not busy, because for some reason I wanted something calming, something more mature looking, just because of the time that we're in, basically. I feel like the Christmas spirit is there, but it's not as bright and bold as years without, you know, what's going on with the pandemic. And then next we have Christmas bells or December bells. This one is basically the ornaments that you guys saw on the Christmas monthly calendar. I feel like what is Christmas without decorations and ornamental? This is December bells. And then, of course, I always have the small washi. The small washi is just a mix of everything that is included in some of the kits and colors. And then I just add in an additional layer of pattern just so it can be evened out. So this is the washi right here. This is how it looks. I think it's so pretty, you guys. So yeah, now let me show you how it looks in the planner, because I feel like that always gives you guys more of a hint of how this will lay out. So yeah, if you're interested in any of these will be available on my shop as soon as you're watching this. you can buy these all individually, and of course I will have that one bundle that I was talking about. So now let's move on to my planner. So if we go into December, this is how the calendar layout will look like. You have the December monthly spreadsheet right here, and then you can see how the bill dues look, and then how some of the expense trackers will look. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in. So here is how the expense trackers will look. They are just, you can fill in what bill it is and how much, and then you can check off if you paid them. And then of course these have the date dots. I do have asterisk date dots that cover the days that are not in the month. I just don't like the look of it, so I just use only the date dots that are within the month. Now here are the expense trackers. Something I didn't mention last month when I did the November releases is that the expense trackers are reformatted, but only for the 7x9 planners, because for the 8.5 by 11, if I stretch those out anymore, they won't fit in a sheet to print and cut for you guys. So I just didn't touch those. I only reformatted the 7x9 expense trackers. Anywho, this is Christmas spirit, Christmas tree, Christmas cheer, and Christmas fire. So that is how this one will look. Hopefully you can see it. I know I'm losing light over here, and then you can just see how the bill dues look like in there. So here we go. That is how it looks. I love it. They're so pretty. Let me see if I can brighten this up a bit. I'm not sure if I can, but here it is. This is how it looks. I love it. I feel like I love it. It's like a nice Christmas tone to this holiday. I don't think it's too busy, and I think it's beautiful with the red and all the hints of warm tones in there, especially with the greens. All right, next we have the December budget, or how the paycheck budgets will look like if you put them on a spread, however you like to budget. You can always switch out the washi for the one of trees, and then just lay it how you like. This is how I usually lay out my budget, but this is how all of them will look, whichever one you buy. Then we have the weekly check-in right here. You can have weeks 1 through 5, or you can buy more washi to make them into 2-page spreads if you like. So it's all up to you, but this is how it looks. I just didn't do my lines, but this is usually how we lay it out. And then next, I just want to show you how the rest of the functional add-ons look like. So you have your debt tracker, your sinking funds, your savings tracker, and this is how they will look. And then this is how the transaction log will look as well. I love how this spread came out. I hope you guys enjoy it too, and I can't wait for the new year to start so I can go ahead and just make new spreads for you. All I have to say, if you guys have purchased my kits before, I do want to see a poll of how are you guys liking the date dots. You want the date dots bigger or smaller? Let me know down below in the comments section, because I'm gonna see if I can reformat all my kits for 2021. So this is how I'm gonna end the year with December. I'm so excited. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye, you guys.